Electivire will never be able to do anything that I know of. I mean, I think there are maybe on his special set or his mixed set he can. I can't, so I'm forced to switch out back into Cloyster here. He's going to use Waterfall, the high defense, plus not very effective. It's not going to do any damage, really. He's going to get the leftovers recovery. I'm going to use Rapid Spin. He doesn't have a spin blocker again. I think he would benefit from that. I haven't talked to him too much about it, but I think that he would benefit from that the most. So I do use Rapid Spin there. He does use Earthquake instead of switching. Obviously, he wants to build the Stealth Rock again. He knows what's coming. He can't really stop it, and he doesn't really mind it. So I'm going to move in my own Gyarados here in case another Earthquake's coming. He doesn't use Earthquake. He smartly uses Stealth Rock, knowing I'm not going to switch, stay in there. Killing off Cloyster is not his primary effect. Like I said, his team has a few threats, but his few threats need to have Stealth Rock. They need to have a layer of spikes maybe, and then they can kind of sweep through entire teams. We saw that last time with the Gyarados. Even the Politoed benefited from it a little bit. So you can see I'm using his Dragon Dance. I taunt the second time. You said I do have taunt. He tries to use Leech Seed. He couldn't. I thought either I figured Leech Seed would be coming. I thought also maybe Spikes would be coming too, but he doesn't. He's forced to use Gyro Ball now, so I'm gonna Dragon Dance up here, which is fine. I have already Dragon Danced twice, so you see he's gonna get the leftovers recovery. I used it a third time. That was a bad move. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just gone right there. He does use Power Whip and he does miss, so I do manage to get kind of a free Dragon Dance off there in a sense. It could have cost me quite a bit. I don't know why I used Gyro Ball. Obviously, this is a bulkier one. You see how little damage Gyro Ball did. And he's gonna use Power Whip here. It does pretty good damage, to be honest. It gets me down to half health. But a third Dragon Dance, I should have just started waterfalling probably off of that. Because now I have all this speed, but I mean, what good is it? I'm going to do damage from Iron Bar, so I'm going to be using Waterfall in the rain. It's going to do a lot of damage. You see it did a lot there, even though it's neutral, and it's against Ferrothorn. He does use, I'm sorry I missed it, Gyro Ball, Power Whip. Either way, it does a lot of damage. I do have high speed, so Gyro Ball is going to be hitting very hard. Now I do use Waterfall again, and kill off his Ferrothorn. So I lose the Gyarados. It only took me three Dragon Dances to take down a Ferrothorn with the Gyarados Dragon Ghost. So I don't know, that's a fun switch, but either way, so I do come back out with Dusclops. It's one of the few things I think that I can switch in pretty safely on no matter what he sends at this point. I do take those Stealth Rock damage, so now I know that that I'm going to die here, so I stay in. There's no point in pulling him back. I saw how much damage the Stealth Rock did there, and I know I can't take another one anyways, so that was probably one of my mistakes this game, is I tended to pull out in this game when I was low on health to begin with. So see, I'm moving Lindstrom here. He used Shadow Ball the first time. If he is Troy Spectre, which now we see he's not, but he is carrying Volt Switch, which is a new move generation. Makes Jolteon better, definitely makes Jolteon better this generation than the last generation to have Volt Switch. It's going to do a lot of damage. So he does pull out. It doesn't do very much damage to Ferrothorn, which is okay. And he does move in Swampert, which is definitely a strange switch. You'd think he's got to be trying to use Earthquake here. I'm not sure what else he's carrying on this. I don't know his Swampert set, to be honest. I know it's different than my set. I think it's different even than Jacob's set. I think we all run different Swampert sets. Even though they say Swampert, everything I've read about Swampert says he's not as good as last generation, which is okay. So I'm going to use Power Whip here. He's going to use Earthquake. It doesn't kill me off with Ferrothorn's high defenses and decent attack coming in handy. Obviously, it's 4 times weak to Power Whip. And it's a 120 base power move. Going to do a lot of damage to anyone that's weak to it, especially Swampert. Does kill him off. So Ferrothorn actually gets off a kill with attacking. And usually his kills are more passive than that, but they're not there. So he's going to come with Jolteon. He does use, I don't even know what he used there. I think something like Shadow Ball or something. It doesn't do very much damage. Obviously he's not carrying a strong hidden power against him, or else he would have used that. I go ahead and set up the Leech Seed. I could have just gone for the kill. Obviously Gyro Ball is going to do a ton of damage to him. He is resistant to it, but he's so quick it's going to do 120 power anyways. He does use Thunder the second time. It does more damage than whatever he used the first time, but it doesn't do enough. Either way, he does die to, I think it was his Life Orb. Either way, so we're going to see I get the leftovers recovery. No point in really pulling Ferrothorn around here. He does take some Stealth Rock damage. My Stealth Rock stayed up the entire time. He doesn't really have a spinner. He doesn't really need one, though. He doesn't have too many Pokemon that are weak to Stealth Rock or anything. He does use Ice Beam because a critical hit. It would have killed me anyways. I think it kills me there. He just had leftovers, so in comes Empoleon. Empoleon was probably my one big threat. I see he does have Stealth Rock up there, so does a little bit of damage in Empoleon. Empoleon is resistant to it because of his Steel typing, so You use Grass Knot the first time you see it. Does about half his health. It's going to take 3 shots to kill him, though, which is unfortunate. He's going to use Hypnosis here. He does miss the first time. See, he's got Hypnosis on it. Obviously, if he was running a Toxic set, which is something he's thought about, I'm sure Toxic would be useless here. That would be the end of the battle, pretty much. You can't use Perish Song like you did last time. Perish Song it's a fine thing. It's kind of a gimmick, though. If you have the opponent down to the last one Pokemon, you should hopefully be good enough shape where you don't need Perish Song to win. So that's kind of my thoughts on Perish Song. Obviously, it's good if you're facing a Baton Pass team or some high boosted Pokemon that doesn't want to switch out no matter what. So he does hit it with Hypnosis the second time. He's getting Leftovers recovery now. This is pretty crucial at this point. You see Scald doesn't do too much damage even in the rain. You can't burn me anymore with it, so that's kind of good. I do wake up in time. Basically, that was a 4-turn sleep. I think it was 4 turns. If I sleep probably 2 more turns, 1 more turn there, I think his Leftover recovery might be enough to survive one more Grass Knot, and he would be able to kill the Empoleon. I did have 2 more Pokemon left. I think it was Electivire and Cloyster were left. I thought he had Spikes up, which is why I didn't switch into Electivire to begin with. To be honest, and it's why I was so afraid I was going to lose Empoleon at the end there. So if just Stealth Rock up, I know my Electivire had low health. I know my Cloyster had low health. Cloyster might have died to it, but Electivire would not. I don't think would have. So I would have been probably okay if Empoleon died, but we'll never know now because he did manage to wake up and kill a Politoed. You can see between the battles, TTC did switch his Pokemon. He switched out. What did he switch out? Electros. Electros didn't really do anything for him last battle. It doesn't really have a role on a rain team like that. It's kind of good to take damage, and it can deal with steel threats like Zero Try with its Flamethrower. But he does switch it out for Jolteon, who can come in and do more damage, at least to this team that I had. I think that's the only switch he made between the games. He's trying to find something for that last spot, I think, but it's difficult sometimes to find your 6th Pokemon. I know for me, the 6 Pokemon I brought was probably Cloyster or Electivire, and both of them kind of have middling roles. Obviously, Cloyster's Rapid Spin comes in handy, and Electivire kind of can scare off Ferrothorn and some other threats like Gyarados if Gyarados isn't too set up yet. So they have a good use on that team, but I don't know. They were probably the hardest ones to pick to put on the team. So there you go. There's 2 battles. TTC beat me in the first one pretty handily, and I beat him in the second one in a closer battle. That really came down to, I think it comes down to him not having a spin blocker, so he might want to look at that. So I guess that's all I have to say about this one. It was a good 2 battles, I think, and I'm gonna try and get a video up, maybe focusing on leads. But that won't probably be coming till at least till tomorrow, maybe. Might be not till Friday or even Saturday. So depends how much time I have here. So thanks for watching, though, and we'll have some more videos for you at Elite Forecasting. Thanks for watching. Bye.